So, based on our history and like, would inspectors have typically some type of scanning device?
Usually, from what you know from your experience, because you guys have
Yeah, because I mean, we.
Okay, inspectors will usually show up and either them or their assistant will have some kind of goggles, and they'll basically give it a cursory once over.
Okay, can I make something that basically nullifies their
Can you?
scanner?
I'm sure you can roll some dice and we can find out if you can or not.
Okay.
Yes.
So.
So you're wanting something that will like
Well, because you know there's that orange glow thing coming from our big box that's being
So I would like
so she tells you about the goggles, and you put your goggles on, you flip the switch, and you immediately notice that there's ether emissions coming out of the case.
So I would like something that would nullify.
Like lead?
Now, by nullified, do you mean either bathe the entire cargo hold with the glow, which would nullify via light pollution?
Yes, because if we radiate the inspectors, they die. I like this idea.
Believe it or not, you could
how
tinker
do we
with
turn it off?
the Gallivant engine so that it throws extra ether emissions out.
Yeah, and that's not healthy.
Yeah, I'm a mutant, but a chemical
It might
one.
be, you don't know for sure.
No, but we can do it with a switch so that we just throw it on when the inspectors are there and then turn it off when we're done.
You think with the mechanics roll of 2 purple and a black die, you could shut down the safety features and do that on demand?
So we become reavers.
Or you all become psychic eventually.
Eventually.
Well, we could also do that by
Or
me
your next generation.
entering all of their minds repeatedly over and over, like I do every night when they sleep.
And they all wonder why they have
Oh,
strange
we didn't
dreams.
do the thingy.
Do you want to do a thingy? Oh, no, you don't do destiny points. Remember, you
Yeah, we have
automatically
that,
get 1
but you
per
didn't.
player.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for you guys. 5 of you guys, and that's kind of lonely for me. We got that nice partition.
Well, but I think I'm going to go ahead and send one of my widgeties so she gets better roll-y dues.
Okay, hold on.
So are you going to make a contraption, or are you?
I'm going to make a contraption.
Okay.
That basically will.
So it's going to basically what?
It's going to basically make it look like
you got a bad engine that's leaking ether gas.
For future reference, portable collapsible Faraday cage.
That would be a great contraption. So go ahead and give me a roll.
Ether Faraday cage?
Yeah, ether Faraday cage. Ether day cage.
No.
Okay.
Ether day's off cage.
Okay, hold
Is
on. Check.
You got that good skill.
Is
Either.
Crowley in this universe?
Okay,
Crowley cage.
but remove black die for mechanic check, and half the cost to add mods. Okay, so I can remove that.
Suck it, GM.
Okay, so even though the engine is specifically built not to do this, you're making it do this.
Well, it's not really.
Let's just hope you don't get despair or lots of threat.
Again, I don't have a
very,
record.
very short adventure.
Yes.
We might have to let this thing over land.
Oh my.
Okay,
Oh
so,
my.
Oh my.
Everyone, or you'll extend the cargo hold with rope, so it's tangling like half a mile.
Basically, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, success all
but
day
no
long.
advantages.
And no advantages.
Yeah,
Okay, success is what you're looking for. So you have this weird baffle. She spends a couple hours working down in the engine room where you've got these weird baffles that you've removed.
But nothing that will actually hurt my
No. It's just that instead of the exhaust leaving the ship, the exhaust can be funneled into the cargo hold, which will leave a little hint of residue, which probably should open the cargo doors and let you vent out. But you live in the glow of the ether get fumes, so you know it's perfectly safe. It doesn't make you weird at all.
No.
It doesn't make you weird at all spending too much time there.
No, that's not.
Gallivant, my love, would never hurt me.
That's not what makes her weird.
So did the mad scientist want to do something as you guys are heading off? Because you do have time to do one major thing.
No, I'm gonna spend the whole time that we travel in my lab.
Okay. Anything special you're working on, or?
Remember those coffee beans?
Oh yeah, those really good coffee.
Those really good coffee beans. I'm gonna try to hands them down as raw caffeine.
That's actually fairly simple. My son did that in
Yeah.
junior high chemistry.
But I mean, he needs.
And then he mixed it.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you do when you make something in chemistry class. You lick it afterwards.
I'm gonna turn it into just super caffeine pills.
Okay, so you've got no-dos, super mad scientist no-dos.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Are you
ahead and
going
give
to
me
make decaffeinated coffee at the same time?
you put
Sure.
no-dos in the coffee like sweetener.
Yeah, I can do that, but I can't serve any of you. I'm sticking my word. If I give you a caffeine pill, I'm not serving you coffee.
No.
Decaffeinated coffee. She's already pumping it into the engine room. It's all right.
So you guys are heading on. You've got this great course. The crafters in the group are doing their things. What are you two doing?
Not enough for actually a full skill point in this, but considering nobody knows how to shoot the guns,
Hey,
I'd like to,
I have gunnery.
while we're piloting the ship,
I technically no, don't
I
have
tie
that.
the ship's wheel in a...
I'm going to
Guys,
have
the
them,
wheel and runs to the gun that comes
I'm
back.
going to have them basically show me the basics of how to do it.
Okay.
You do this, you aim here, da 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 da.
Okay.
Don't get cocky, kid.
So basically, you're on the gun. You shoot some of those little floating buoys, so you get some target practice in. So you're getting some range time. Okay.
And I am surprisingly good at it for somebody that's never done it before.
It's almost like you're naturally channeling the cocky kidness, so to speak.
It's almost as if the gun was a little bit better while I was doing it.
Everyone thinks you have some gunnery skill, and you really don't. You're just good at it. So what does our Ethermancer do?
I'm occupying myself by shooting lightning off the bow of the ship. I'm just trying different things. Like, look.
Look what I can do.
So we're super inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Yes, as we're taking our
So
very.
as you guys
There's just a trail of dead
As you're flying
dead
through-
fried birds laying on
through
the
the
ground.
skies
in
of
their path.
Spain, you've got the cannon going off, you've got lightning going off. The
And
captain,
it's like a really slow-moving comet. Isn't it?
the captain's trying to fly casual.
Fly casual.
The captain does a barrel roll.
About 2 hours after dawn has come up, you're seeing clear skies. Weather looks beautiful, thankfully. You knew that you plotted this course correctly.
Right, okay.
Up ahead, about a good 2-3 miles, you see one of the floating buoys that represents the customs inspection. Usually what they do is
Stop shooting, guys!
they'll randomly post a spot, lift up their balloon, and the customs guys will putt up to you to check your
Right.
cargo.
Oh.
That
Right,
way,
inspection station, please don't shoot the inspectors whatever.
He said don't shoot the inspectors. He didn't say anything about their floating buoy.
Didn't say not to take away their oxygen.
Yeah. Are you still doing target practice? There's a buoy.
so you're gonna pull up generally close to it, and as you do,
I'm going to pretend I'm a law-abiding captain with nothing to hide right now.
What's your bluff?
Bluff.
Or deceit?
I'm gonna fly casual.
Fly casual.
I'm gonna let him talk.
so as you start coming closer, there's a small little
Alex
airship
doesn't know Peter. Peter, you
Peter.
should come and talk to these people.
that starts putting up, and it looks like it's probably enough to hold maybe 6 people. It's one of those small little.
Gonna flip the switch.
Oh, you start pumping the gas in there. It's odorless.
This is something I either should know or run a streetwise for. What is the typical drive in this situation?
Go ahead and give me a street ride.
Oh, I might know
streetwise
that too, because, I have knowledge of what's tall.
Okay, as the little airship's coming up, and you notice that there's side doors are opening up. They've got guys that have little glider suits just in case that you refuse to stop.
So should I just help him, or should I
You
make my own
Skill
roll?
1 talent?
So what would your roll be?
2 greens, 2 yellows.
Okay, so if you work together, you would get to turn one of those greens into a yellow.
And
And then if you burn a story point, you can turn the third one into a yellow.
Yeah.
I think that I can use augment to help you with this spell by giving you another green.
If you want to
Of
do
course they'll come off
ethermancy
the
on your
side.
head. Ethermancy.
Yes. I think that's what I can do.
No, actually,
If they remark on the ether still, I will quote you. For show. Right, okay.
How dare you let that leak persist? I thought we took care of that.
I'm working on it.
I didn't read by the part.
Okay. And you're coming up, there's a little yeoman on the little boat that's giving you the flag
Okay.
signal to slow to
Yeah,
full halt.
So stop.
Prepare to be inspected.
Sure.
But and you're not quite sure what name he's giving out as the Great Admiral Don something something.
Don Julio.
No.
Don Julio. Bum Julio.
So you have 2 green and 2 yellow. So you should be rolling 2 green.
Okay, I have 3 cunning and 1 skill.
He really hates
Okay.
when people call him Judge Cornhole.
So if you get, so you guys gonna work
I
together on
believe
the skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
So-
can change one of those greens into a yellow.
Yep.
There you go.
And then if you
Okay.
really want, you can.
Burn a story point and all 3 of them.
And since
And
you're
you could get
smuggler, it's
another-
an average check of 2 purple, because this is what you do. You're smuggler. It's average for you.
Okay.
So go ahead and give that a roll.
And can I use, you didn't say how much a typical bribe was.
Well, that's what
That's
you're
what
rolling.
we're doing now.
Yeah, you're rolling on the knowledge of,
I'm rolling on
okay,
the- this is the
so what
bribe
is
part, this isn't the
custom
costume
for this part of the country? And this also will tell you if they're bribable, because in some places
Oh,
they
that's
might
true.
not
He
be.
got a triumph.
So
Or
you
whatever
have a
the-
triumph.
That's what
This
we're
is a disadvantage?
No, I think that's a
That's a
failure.
fail.
A failure, okay, which actually is better than a disadvantage, because I get a triumph and a success then.
So 2
You immediately, you guys are talking, and you immediately know the average bribe is, depending on what your cargo is, and your cargo size should not be more than 100 script bribe, would be the customary, getting 100 script in trade or cash, and then go on their way. With your triumph, though, you notice something is wrong with your skullduggery. Immediately, you're looking around, you're like, wait a minute, and you give a second look at the buoy, and you start noticing the buoy doesn't look quite right. Your spidey sense is going on, and you're like, Admiral Don so-and-so is coming to do a...
The Spanish wouldn't use admiral.
Exactly.
They use something else. I think we're being set up.
You immediately get the hackles in the back of your neck because of that triumph, which
Like
is
set up
amazing.
they're bandits, or set up that they know that something is
And
off?
immediately you're like, you heard stories of like various airship pirates and types that use this type of BS police stop to get people to stop and then try to
Should we
hijack
keep
the
going?
cargo or the
Shall we
ship.
just shoot their balloons?
And you're noticing that part of you checking the situation out is you're like, hey, that, you look really
I think
close,
we're
and
going to plan B right
and the
away.
Spanish Empire label that's glued is
Yeah.
like flapping in the wind because it's just paper on the side of the ship, not an actual shade
So
sculpted
do we
side
want
of
to
the
shoot them out
ship.
of the sky, or do we want to have a ethermancy induced amnesia spell?
Oh, no, don't do amnesia.
I've
I
heard
don't think that
Ethermancy
we're official
induced
Spanish.
fried chicken spell.
And they are getting closer to you, by the way.
Can you make them think that we're actually official?
With your psychic ethermancy powers.
Like mind control them?
I think I can try doing it through, I don't think the ethermancy has that ability, but I think the psychic thing does.
There seems to be a lot of people inside this little ship.
Actually,
Okay.
but I would
Let's
like
shoot
to use my utility ability to kind of do a
Look at
detect
transport.
how many people there are on that ship.
Okay.
We just go
It's,
fast.
the default is easy, but you can
Mhm.
modify it to whatever you think would be appropriate.
So since the whole of your ship is being pumped, where are you on the ship? Are you?
I would be on the top if I'm
I
shooting
am
out.
Okay.
going to flip that off, by the way.
Okay, well, how do you know? Has anyone communicated to you in the engine room?
Have you?
Well, do we know anything yet? Yeah.
No,
Okay,
basically,
guys,
it says we think
yeah,
we're
but
gonna
we-
go to
yeah.
plan
we
B,
spoke to
because
him.
we
Okay, so
tried
we
it.
yeah.
We spoke to him and he's on the bridge, so.
Yep, so
And
you
there's a
three
speaking
together?
tube on the bridge.
Yeah, so does someone shout,
Yeah, it's like, hey, I think we're being set up, I
Or,
think these are like bandits.
You know, the Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow? Code word, Red
The eagle
Sparrow.
lands at
Yeah,
midnight.
what does that mean? Something's crazy. Something's gonna go down.
It's not as bad as Blue Cardinal.
No.
Hey,
Also
but they
known
have
as
guns, maybe we can just ask them for their guns and send them on their way with a basket of cookies.
Mad scientist cookies.
Feed one of them all of your caffeine pills.
Yeah. They immediately have a heart attack. The ship is salvaged now.
It's like their brawn and agility jump up to 30.
Yeah.
Everything
Their
else.
strain went
yeah,
down.
Yeah, their strain maxes immediately.
So what are we looking at for the check?
So what exactly is the effect you're going to feature?
Oh, all I wanna know is
From the
how
ship?
many life signs are on the ship.
Okay, so I'll say 2 purple and a black die for the distance.
Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah. So you immediately do the ethermancy, your eyes start to glow, or you can do some cool Michael Bay
Yes,
effects.
actually, I think the eyes going since my guy's shtick is the etheric flames, like green etheric flames inside of the eyes.
Well,
during
you
the
definitely
casting.
got an advantage.
Yeah, nice.
Nothing else.
Oh
just
wow,
an advantage.
that is just an
So we
advantage.
see that effect when he closes his eyes too?
Well, he's basically doing the effect now, so his eyes are open to see.
When he does the psionic stuff, it doesn't actually have any outward signs. He's just a drama.
Yeah, the psionic stuff is different. The
He's
psionic
doing
stuff is the
ethermancy.
racial. Well, this is specifically an ethermancy thing. So, just an advantage. No,
Okay, so
nothing
as
out of
you
it.
look, you notice that there's a lot of people in the craft. Maybe the craft engine's blurring out your sight.
Maybe they also have their ether their reavers. They're operating
Yeah.
without core containment.
Exactly. Ours is fake core containment. Theirs is real.
Your engine's running dirty.
Some.
Okay, but you look and you just can't quite make out their numbers.
Yeah,
It probably is because they're packed in so tight.
Is it gas bag?
Theirs is a gas bag.
Lightning
It's
gas
really simple, type of just basic airship. It's got a little thing.
Is it hydrogen or helium?
You don't know.
I
Well,
guess.
it's probably ether gas.
If
which is
we
great.
just run away, they won't be able to catch us.
No.
But do they? But
Unless they
If
roll
we just
really
blow through
good.
their gas bag.
Because you guys are coming, they're
We
coming
did.
like this, and you guys stop. So
But if they're really bad guys that have successfully looted people, then we now have our contraband
Well,
to shred it down.
they probably don't have it on their military, on
Yeah,
their military.
I say we start taking off and you shoot their gas bag with lightning.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do as they're closing in with you?
Do we wanna just run away, or do we wanna try to, like, take their shit?
I think the power slide into a lightning bolt sounds pretty fun.
Okay.
Captain gonna gun the engines and tell everyone
Yes.
to fire freely?
It's like, hold on,
Okay,
all head full.
go ahead and give me
Okay,
an operate
all
roll
heads
against 2 purple. I'm gonna
Hold on.
crank that up one.
I'm
So
giving
one of
her
those-
all
one of those purples is a red.
Give her
That's
all
not how that
she's
works.
got.
Okay.
Huh?
I used one of yours to make. Not how that works.
And then you said a purple?
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade one of your purples to a red, so a purple and a red.
Dum dum
Purple and
No,
dum.
no, you already spent it.
Oh, that's right, because I had one from earlier.
Oh, well then,
No.
No.
Roll what she's got. Roll what she, he already slid one.
Yeah.
God,
okay.
bad investment.
Oh, triumph! Okay, so,
Technically no success.
Well, triumph.
yeah, well,
Okay, so all of you guys are running to your battle stations. The Robotech music is starting. Dun, 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 dun. The captain immediately slams down the pedal, hits the gear, spins the wheel, and the engines flare up, and you guys immediately feel the momentum of the engines
Well,
go.
I also wanna swing the ship so we hit them with a broadside if we have side
I don't think are they close enough?
They're not close enough, but this
But
is,
he might be able
you
to get
basically
them
went
with
from a flat stop to full speed.
Okay.
You immediately went,
Oh, I hope the cargo was tied down good.
well,
It was, good.
so what are each of you doing that are
Fly
going
around,
to
on, baby.
do something dangerous?
So, how big is this craft that's coming?
Their craft basically is only about like 10 feet by 12 feet. It's
It's a
very
dinghy.
small. It's like a boarding craft. It's not an actual border checkpoint ship.
So
Okay.
it's like the
It-
size of
and-
this room.
Yeah.
Is there someone on a wheel up there?
There is,
Yeah, there
but
would
you
have
don't
to be.
really see them. They got kind of like a little viewport only. It's the 2 big doors, almost like a helicopter, where guys can jump out that have little bat wing suits that can just barely glide a little bit before they go circling down to the ground.
Where's the guy with the semaphores? Oh, he said he was
Yeah.
signaling.
That was one of the wing guys. He was doing the quick signal real quick, and then he's basically, think of a helicopter with both the doors open, like a Huey. So who's doing what?
Okay.
Because you basically are getting a surprise round on them, because they were thinking, hey, they stopped, we found some sucker.
I'm going
Don
to,
Escobar, we'll get loot today.
I'm going to make the gun better.
Okay, so you're gonna run down and jump into the gun and then channel your ethermancy.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know how to do that, but that's the game effect.
Okay.
polishing his gun.
I assume that accuracy is a 1 point, like most of the other ones?
Yeah, accuracy gives you 1 blue.
Oh, blue.
Well, there's the trait of accuracy.
Right.
So if a weapon has accuracy 1, it's 1 blue die.
So it's this?
Okay, so.
No. The augment spell is 1 purple for doing, like, giving an element
Oh,
to
hey,
a
I
weapon,
just took
the
a
actual
pound
spell.
defensive driving.
right? So most,
That's
accuracy wasn't one of them, but most of them were 1.
Yeah,
Purple.
yeah,
So
that would just be
roll
1
1
purple
purple?
for it, yeah.
Okay.
So you're sitting down and you're like getting your zen in the gun chair.
Okay, you can do this. I can do
Yes,
this.
you
I
can.
see 1 success and whatever's in that.
There's 2 successes and an advantage.
So you're like, you're spending that extra few seconds to just get.
I thought the starbursts were successful.
Oh.
The A's are advantage and the starbursts
Oh,
are.
I'm sorry, I had it backwards.
So no success, no,
No excess 3
no fail.
advantages?
Yeah.
So no success. So, but what did you have there? Advantages?
3
Yeah,
advantages?
3 advantages.
Okay, so you didn't get the saw off, but you do have 3 advantages you can spend,
Okay.
which you can pretty much do the exact same thing, giving yourself advantages as you were doing the checklist, you're checking the gun, making sure everything's working right.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's our Ethermancer doing? You're right on deck.
Yes. Let's try something big then. Let's have fun. I'm going to try to do an attack, and I'm going to try adding the blast and knockdown mods to it.
Wow.
Or not impact. The blast and impact, which
Okay.
gives it the knockdown quality and it gets the disorient quality. This is my pool.
Okay.
I think we can afford.
Yeah, give it to him.
Especially since you have 2 average humans who can steal 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is when you wield your Ethermancer, what is it looking like on deck?
What I want it to look like in this case is Sonic. Like I'm looking for a Sonic blast that will hopefully knock everyone off their feet on their thing.
Oh, might I suggest you, like, change that to fire things that are already on the gas bag?
How well insulated is their gas bag?
Most of the ships have inert gas thanks to the Ethermancy.
Yeah, and the ethermancy itself, the ether gas is non-burning.
It's just,
We didn't sacrifice.
Okay.
Oh, triumph!
That looks pretty.
Lots of those today.
Good. So these 2 are gone. And
one of those days.
a triumph, 2 successes, and an advantage.
Okay, so tell me how your spell looks as it goes off.
No, just little, kind of like when you're watching movies and you know something's invisible because of that outline. That little outline to it just pops in the middle of their deck, knocking people over.
And didn't you say the magic word, Hadouken?
Hadouken! Okay, you do your move, and you guys immediately see the little airship does this, like, flip in the air, and as it does, the guys on the sides just kind of, like, bail out. You notice they pop open their little batwing outfits, let them glide safely.
How many are sliding out?
You see 4 of them fell out, and there's somebody struggling in there, and then there's a gentleman in a very imperialistic coat that looks like it's like 1 size too large, holding on to like a strap. Don't come on, we'll get you! As the ship's kind of spiraling out of
Open
control.
fire.
What was the
We'll
guy's
find
name from
Don
Tailspin? Don Carnage. Don Carnage.
As they're obviously their pilot's going to have to try to operate the vehicle right now in a very bad way. As his guys are just like leaves on the wind fluttering down. Because you can tell that their plan was to get a little higher than you and send the boys, and if you wouldn't let them just belay your ship. And you guys are now like right here, running right past their in distress airship.
I'm gonna flip them off as we pass.
Okay.
That is the,
I'm not even gonna ask for initiative because they're a little busy right now.
As an incidental,
Yeah, I mean, in the great tradition of pilots everywhere.
Okay.
You said that he was in a strange coat.
A very imperialistic coat. It looks like it's probably from, the Spanish Armada, but it doesn't fit him. It's like, he took it from someone twice his stature, yeah. So the collar's like up to his ears,
There's no historical record of this, but the apocryphal tale of combat started when instead of saluting, one of the pilots gave the other pilot a bird. So the next day, the pilot drawn his gun and started shooting at him, and then the first air-to-air combat was with pistols.
So, as you notice, the airship is tail spinning down. Once it righted itself, it immediately went into a quick counterclockwise dive. So, are you guys going to do anything?
Yes.
You guys. As he's just shaking his fist at you.
We're gonna crash.
He's not happy. Don,
That's what you get for attacking unsuspecting, legitimate businessmen.
Okay, so are you guys gonna shoot at them?
No,
or
no.
I think
they're
we
You went through all the work of getting that gun all good and ready.
No, I am not going to shoot somebody when they are already defeated.
How far are they?
I will, however,
Range
I
band.
You're basically with the ship. You're
and take our
engaged.
stuff.
I will,
And
however.
the guys falling are now at shore.
Not in that
Is
order.
there something you'd like to do?
I'm gonna curse the guy in the outfit
In
because
the
I
coat?
want to try doing it.
Evil eye.
Work on your Spanish accents, they're horrible!
You've made eternal enemy of Don Escobar! So, and
Her knees are in the wrong place.
I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the difficulty just cause, let's see if we can make Don Escobar interesting. Apparently we didn't make him that
No,
interesting.
not at all
No.
interesting. No advantages, but
Yeah, no, his
5 successes.
So what are you
No,
doing?
you have one.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
failure.
a failure, so
Oh,
you
it's a
have one
failure.
advantage
and 4 successes.
So what are you doing to Don Escobar?
I am cursing him, which lowers until the end of his next turn. The target decreases the ability of any of his skill checks he might try to do to save himself.
Oh my God.
Ability to not die.
And I've given him misfortune, which after the target makes a check, I may change one blank side to a face displaying an X.
God.
Okay, so when he makes his bailout roll,
He's got a negative.
Well, so he has to lower his check by 1 green,
so he,
and any blank or one blank side
You
turns
can
into an X.
That's an
What type of
awesome,
focus is that?
That is a curse effect, and that is Arcana and Divine.
you're making the ether flow against
That's
him.
why I didn't remember it.
That's one of the houses that you don't do.
He has drawn my distaste.
Okay, so as you guys are
You're
piloting past,
constricting his arms
you're
to
doing
his
great.
side.
You're all just having this moment, watching these guys just, there's nothing they can do, they're just coasting down, going,
At least they're not trapped in the out of control spinning area.
that's going past them at this point. And Don Escobar is going to attempt to try to get out of his craft by
This will be
impromptibly
interesting.
grabbing a spare wing kit and jumping out the vehicle,
I've
which is why he's got
received bad things.
negatives.
Yeah, bailing out on a.
You know,
It's hard.
I think he should have a red.
Oh. Oh, Don Escobar, I thought you were going to be around a while. I actually gave you a name.
Hey, there's a blank side.
Look, it's an X now.
So, well, that takes care of that. Hey, we're gonna have, we're gonna have no disadvantage.
But 3 failed.
And you see him grab this wing kit, and he's doing like the one-arm grab, he's jumping out with the parachute.
Turns out it's not a
Doing
parachute.
a low altitude jump.
It's a parachute, but because his coat is so large,
As he jumps out, and it kind of, instead of this Da Vinci-style triangle parachute, it flips upside down to be like
Oh, it's going faster now.
Smacking him in the face as you're just seeing everybody like doing the whole boom as he's going down. Even the guy in the airship might be getting the ship straightened out. And just watching this guy go down like a rock, and you just see that 8 seconds as everyone's watching in silence, and you just see the
little mushroom bug.
and you're not quite sure if that was dirt or mist.
A little of both.
Yes.
I don't know. Can you check?
Water.
Can you
Water.
check for a psionic trace down there? Is there a mine?
Water that
Haystack. Haystack.
He could have been a haystack or a tree.
Or a tree.
It looked like he hit grass. And not,
Is there a hole now?
there seems to be an impact crater, yes.
It's always nice to spend a story point against the GM rather than to boost ourselves.
No,
It's
what'll
always
be
amazing.
funny is if he's got Don Escobar has a brother. You know, it's like you killed my brother.
John
Okay, die.
Juan Escobar.
I am now Don of the family. I am the Don Escobar.
No, but
Throughout the campaign, we go through a lineage of Don Escobar.
No, we killed Don Escobar, but Don was his name. His dad, the actual Don, starts coming after us.
You killed him.
So Don Escobar's get bigger now.
No.
Until the last one is the smallest one.
Well, I don't think this one could be any smaller at this point.
So as you guys are heading there, everything seems... Yeah.
I don't.
I actually do feel bad, because I was deliberately trying to not kill them.
You were going to shoot to
They were
wound.
just bandits, you know?
I mean, people just trying to get by.
Yeah.
So,
Get by a better
I
way.
didn't see any of it, so hey.
You can bet the atmosphere now. You're good.
Against 2 purple, you're getting points of in Spain where you're seeing the air lanes are starting to make sense. You're seeing the occasional distant buoys that mark the different.
Against a what?
It's going to be against 2 purple. Average roll. Super easy average roll.
Again.
Oh wow. Okay
Best
then.
purple dice ever.
Yeah, no,
The shortest distance between 2 points is actually backwards.
Let's reroute through Guam.
Now, you know what's faster than a straight line following the Earth's curvature? A straight line ignoring the Earth's curvature.
she has 2 failures, but she does have 3 advantages.
So how would you like to spend your 3 advantages?
Not going to Guam.
Thankfully, you're still in Spain.
Right.
But you're like, okay, the gray-blue buoy is where we need to go that direction. The red-green buoy is that direction.
We're going to the Rhine via Algiers.
As you believe you're plotting this great course. You're on this great course. As you're exactly, there's the sunset, the high noon sun, and you're heading right. That's the problem. It's probably high noon through all of your navigations. Maybe it was that extra ether that got shot in the engines for messing with the
I
power.
vented it.
Hey, there's residual effects. And she's got a gas mask and she's puffing it up. Mad scientists, think about that.
It's like, well,
Yeah, that my love would never do anything
it's like,
to
well,
me.
the pilot has only decided, hey, that she can't navigate. She must have been sneaking some of my caffeine pills.
Well, you guys don't know I can't navigate.
None of us
Been awake for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah. So you feel like you're navigating
Yeah,
well.
I'll figure out that we're doing something wrong when we head over the Mediterranean.
Yeah, as you're noticing, far horizon, you're noticing there's a coastline, and you realize after a few hours you've kind of gone the wrong direction. Mainly because you're noticing a city that should not be there.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you're alone up on deck.
That
You're the only
might
one
be
who
like
knows this.
Marseille. I bet you that's Marseille.
Since you went,
Yeah, I bet you that's
but it wasn't your fault. You were still worried about the whole hitting the
Okay, but
gas.
now that I know where Marseille is, I should be able to get it.
Go ahead and give me another navigation roll. I will give you blue this time because this time you actually got the buoys that you spotted. When you see the navigational buoys giving you the idea where you are.
Do we
But it's the same thing.
do we actually want to get there?
No,
She'll be
you should
fine.
Fine.
And don't forget, did you add a blue dice?
Yeah, I
Yes. Okay.
But I know where Marseille is, right? If
Yeah.
I know where Marseille is, I should know where this other
I
city is.
mean, presumably you know where Aurora was.
You rolled with much bigger, and the
Okay.
purple dice like your bigger.
1 success.
Okay.
Several bits.
But I mean, if it's
Do you want to stop?
I don't know.
I mean, this could be an interesting place to stop off. I mean,
Well, don't we only have like 16 total hours to get there?
Yeah.
no, there wasn't a time limit. They basically said that they were going to be, giving you a signal on the river. They were planning on going back and forth, but they didn't give you an actual deadline
Oh.
because they know you're smuggling it, and they didn't know which route you were taking for your own security and their own security. They weren't sure if you were going to go to the coastline and go along the ocean and English Channel, or.
Stop in Marseille, they have lovely desserts. No, we're gonna.
Do you want?
I do not like the idea of stopping in a foreign city.
No, I'm not even asking them, I'm just like going through this through my
It's not
head.
foreign. Marseille is part of Britannia,
Everything's part of Britannia.
basically.
Well, Spain is that's just Spain.
Well, half of Spain is part of Britannia.
Yeah.
The client
But
state of
Marseille is in
Britannia.
France.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But France, in this
Is
timeline, is
part of-
basically.
You haven't gotten
Yeah.
into France yet.
It's the Commonwealth.
You would have been right in France if your course was true, but you kind of went, while you were still in Spain, you kind of turned.
Oh, that's fine.
You know what it was?
No, we're gonna correct the course and just not tell anyone, they'll never know.
Okay, you just spin the wheel, airship slowly goes, you get back on course, nobody knows, Yeah, you were just changing your course so the bandits wouldn't be able to follow you.
Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna say anything unless they ask, I don't think they're gonna ask.
I seriously doubt anyone's noticing.
Well, because the mad scientist is oblivious to anything that's not happening
In
in
his
his lab.
laboratory.
Basically.
The engineers making sure the engine hums.
Right, and our ethermancer there is just tickled pink that he made the dude crash.
I'm also really liking Augment now. I can help you guys if you need an extra boost and don't mind slight radiation.
Like,
Like it's
And
temporary.
your smuggler's working on some negotiation skills.
With his guns.
Well, that's another form of negotiation. I will trade you these 2 bullets for you leaving me alone. I'm not saying how I'm going to deliver them.
I use gravity.
You can choose not to use gravity. Okay, so you guys are coming up on an actual Spanish. You believe this is a true.
Legit?
It's legit. You believe it's true. I mean, until dice are rolled, you don't know for sure, but you believe it's true. And it's basically a co-op Britannia Spanish port where it seems like both customs work together. So you can
Weird.
stop and do both at once and get the stamp. That way you're
Weird.
not having to like deal with crap.
Should I flip the switch?
You don't how long does it take for the ether to flood the bay?
She rolled pretty good, so it's pretty quick.
No, we'll wait, if there's something dicey going on.
Let's see if we can just like pay a fine and they don't actually board the ship. 'Cause
Alright,
a lot of
yeah.
times they don't.
Yeah, you could maybe you know what the procedure is to get that little throw a little hand thing
Right.
that floats down,
So it's at,
So that's going to be a hard roll because this is something that they don't want people to know about because you're smuggling secret things here. So it's 3
oh
purple,
boy.
3 purple.
3 purple against your streetwise.
Streetwise, so that is, cunning, which is 3, streetwise, which is 1, which is 2 greens and a
Mhm.
yellow.
You do have some points. I could use some
Okay.
points.
And also, I would like to make myself more cunning.
How are you going to make yourself more cunning? Are you just going to
I'm
prepare
more cunning.
and immediately
I love the.
you're primally channeling your cunningness?
He's
You were
gonna
thinking that
augment
you want to be
himself.
as cunning as the panther, or whatever the cunning animals of Russia are, which are probably the wolves. Cunning wolves.
Foxes.
I believe it adds.
1 purple?
Sables.
Oh, you.
So to
For
do
the
the
roll?
spell, it's 1 purple. Yep.
Okay.
For
Wow, that augment reduces
That
the.
augment is
Damn.
impressive.
So
The what?
This is
Well,
augment.
you're casting the spell.
That's 2 purple, yes.
It's 2 purple.
For is it the spell?
Yeah, he's using the primal spell.
Yes, it is 2 purple for the augment spell.
Okay.
And I don't think you don't care for any other bonuses.
No. Oh, so it's 2 purple and then like an additional
Yeah, you
purple
could-
for
you could
extra.
For all the extra stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of
So
them
in
have
that
a
case,
different
I should
base
have rolled
one.
3 purple for the gun.
Oh,
I didn't realize.
that's okay.
Well, that's okay, we
The
know.
mojo wasn't with you at the time. So you're wanting to be.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
You want
nice.
to be the wily and
One success
stable.
and 1 advantage.
So you do it. So what is the effect? How does it feel on you as the ethermancer you're invoking goes in?
I am becoming more cunning.
Okay,
I can figure this out.
you're
So I
feeling
get
it.
one extra.
You get 1 green on your whatever check you wanted, so the
So
streetwise
that
check.
would make it 3 green and 1
And
yellow.
Yep, against 3 purple.
Make it 2 green, 2 yellow.
Oh,
Kablam.
the group wants you to succeed.
And
They're
then
like-
does anyone else have cunning?
Not higher
Mine,
than-
not higher
my
than
my
four.
cunning's only 2.
Mine is
so.
equal to yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're the
Oh,
best at
but
what
you
you do for
had
this.
streetwise of 1?
No, I have ports of call, so
Okay.
this might not apply to the
Yeah.
police station.
So you're immediately, you're feeling your.
Oh, but somebody can help with a blue, right?
Someone can assist to get you a blue dice.
Okay.
I only have cunning of 2.
It's a blue dice, right?
Can I?
Yeah,
Is it blue and?
the captain might have an idea of how to get through customs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's,
Okay, so you're twirling a mustache that may or may not be there. You're feeling
don't
super
call me
sick.
brothers.
That's what he used. That's what he used for his augment.
So,
He augmented his cunning, and the mustache appeared.
Ether.
I think I'm
The
down.
purple are strong
one.
today.
Uh-oh.
You know what it is? Because earlier those purple came up blank. Now they're coming up strong.
So it's even?
Success and disadvantage.
Success and disadvantage.
Success
Okay,
and
so the
disadvantage.
success is you know that if you were to have like a fast pass kind of thing, that you could take one of the little belaying messages, little tube, you throw it, it got the little propeller thing that goes slowly down. You could drop one of those off.
But we don't have one.
You believe. All you have to do is put your transaction cash in there, which is small fee plus, a disposable nub of your record paper in there, and basically they will flash you a signal that you can pass.
Okay.
You believe that the disadvantage is.
is that the normal for the customs things? Because I was hoping to do that.
Well, at this particular port, if you've already been inspected, yes. If you've already been inspected.
Which I assume would also include like $100 bill.
It doesn't hurt to have those things in there. It makes them run really
Well,
fast.
well,
You have to signal you back.
if you would like to not spend the money, I can attempt to influence the way they feel about us. Like it's not actual mind control. Like I don't have that ability, but I can make them like if they're coming.
Think happy thoughts.
Well, yeah. If they're feeling something, I can try and change it into something more useful
I
for
don't
you.
mind spending the $100, but I think both is a better plan.
Yeah.
Both is definitely a better
So I would say like if I was GMing this,
Because
I'd say
that way they won't feel like they're being bribed.
yes.
Okay, so you're gonna throw either Mancy off your ship.
Well,
at
this is going to be psychic.
Oh, okay.
This is going to be one of the
Okay,
psychic abilities.
that's good to know, because somebody that has goggles might see it if it was either Mancy.
Yes.
As you're throwing, ether shade off your ship might affect how the people down below act.
What is the emotional state that you would like them to have? That would be useful for you.
Greedy.
Receptive?
Well, no, not greedy.
Amiable.
Not greedy. Amiable.
Amiable. Yeah, that's not a bad one.
It's not like, a heavy,
No.
No, amiable.
But,
It's like
the TSA agents, they're always just
Neutral.
doing their job.
The board.
They're bored, they're gonna
Just
keep
pass
going,
them
just
through.
pass
Tedium.
them through, tedium.
Tedious. Yeah.
Nothing to see here,
Just get through the
just
line.
get through the, even if I thought there was something wrong, it'd just be more paperwork, and why
how
would I
about
want to do that?
benign tedium?
or
People die of that.
Benign negligence.
or more just like whatever the emotion is that's in a hurry to get this done so they can go continue doing their stuff.
Impatient.
Like
Okay.
not impatient where they're like, give me your stuff, more like I need this to be done so that I can go on and do my next thing and then
Okay.
go on my next thing.
5 minutes to close.
So what
time.
role would
I
you
have
use
to
for
go
that?
to the bathroom and get this
Or is
done.
it just something that you project?
Okay, this is going to be a discipline versus vigilance. So
Okay.
it's going to be against their
They're
vigilance.
vigilant. Ooh.
Yeah, I imagine it's half a decent, but there's not a downside really. So
Okay.
it works for
So you chuck the buoy off, it's spiraling down the direction it's supposed to be going. You see a guy with big long pole getting ready to catch it as it comes down. As you lean over the deck and you're throwing the mind whammy out.
Yep.
Okay? And it's gonna be against 2 red and a purple.
All right.
And blue dice because the cash is what they expect to be coming down is coming down.
Okay.
Okay?
That's a lot of different numbers.
That's a whole bunch of stuff. It looks
I may have
mostly
to
good
see
stuff.
this. don't know. I think I may have succeeded with threat. No, that canceled out. That canceled out. 2 successes. Or 1 success. These 2. These 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And then
an advantage?
Did you flip
an
one?
advantage. Oh, there we go. I think I may have flipped one, but an advantage. So,
Okay. So as you send out the fields to them, you notice they kind of catch it in the net, and they can, guy delays it to the officer on deck, and he just kind of
He puts 100 in.
okay, he kind of just cracks it, and he gives the ship a look, but he sees the cache and immediately closes it because he doesn't want it to split tip, and puts it in this little satchel pack he's got back there. He's got a couple other ones, and he basically just nonchalantly nods to the guy who flicks his little light that you can go ahead and pass, and you notice that a lot of people are curious what he took, because he didn't really open and inspect the ticket that you guys don't really have that's normally in there, but the extra cash probably speed past you. As he proceeds to walk away, you guys are giving the signal to go ahead and pass. You're not going to get randomly searched. No random search for you yet.
Acknowledge the way.
Okay, so you basically see the pretty banners. You are officially in Britannia. All the pretty colors. The area. So you pretty much got to set the course. You know where you're wanting to go. Is there any stops? You're just going to beeline straight to the target.
I don't think we need to stop. Do we want to stop?
I think it would be best to do whatever we want for fun after we get rid of this. Because if something happens to it, then we're kind of screwed.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So, we're gonna fly casual.
You're going to fly casual? Okay.
Yeah, we need to go where we're going, but we're not hell bent for leather.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. You're doing great on time. It's only been 6 hours tops, including the little detour, which means you lost 4 hours. So you guys are heading. Go ahead and give me a quick course correct. Gonna make life interesting and upgrade one of those 2 purple to a red.
Yeah, take a 16. How long did it take Odysseus to get home?
Only 10 years.
Not bad.
Doesn't look too horrible.
No, it looks pretty good,
it's
actually.
Very good.
I have no idea. I just
Okay,
apologize for what them told me what's happening.
counteract each other, so
And
you
you're
got
looking
4
for
successes.
Oh.
You're in the civilized world now.
Thank God.
There are roads that you can just follow as you're making your course there.
Fabulous.
So
Chewie, we're home.
the skies are clear, the paths are clear. You're having a great time. I'm assuming you're flying at a good safe height.
Yes.
A whole
So,
20 feet.
engineer.
Yes.
So at any point have you put your goggles back on and gone into the cargo hold?
Yeah.
We didn't say you did.
I do it all the time.
Well, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Perception.
Well, she actually had to see
Awareness?
what level of
Perception.
radiation she was going to split our bay with. Hopefully it doesn't,
With your goggles on, you can add a
Give me a
blue.
blue for the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
2 purple, normal, or?
Against 2 purple, yep. As, your engineer's walking through the engine.
Oh, no.
I got 1 disadvantage.
Okay, so now obviously when you're going back and forth, you're more worried about your engine than the cargo. Cargo's not your job. Okay.
Irrelevant.
So go ahead and give me a mechanics check.
Okay.
It's going to be against 3 purple.
The only thing I have to say at this point is it's not my fault.
I'm going to upgrade one of those purple to a red, just because it's fated to happen.
Okay.
And give me a black die,
Why?
because you don't know exactly why this is happening to your engine.
But
You can remove one
someone
black die.
I can remove the black die to monkey your head.
There was an errata that came out about a month ago. Remember when we had the conversation about the maximum amount of
No, I
black
have
dye
blue,
and
yellow,
blue dye and how they
green.
cancel each other out type of stuff? The errata that came out
She
said
has
that
a talent that takes away black die.
yes, there's no limit. You can have as many. There were 2 ways of reading that rule. There was you can have a max of 3.
Your intelligence is 3.
Oh, I forgot to,
Like you.
I forgot to cross out the,
It's like that's a godly roll.
So your max is 3.
yeah,
3
okay.
dice. So you should take one of those green.
No, but because of career.
So you have 3 dice. 2 are ranked. So 2 are yellow.
Oh, then I missed.
I was gonna say it's like 3 greens, 2 yellows. That's a
Okay.
godly roll.
So as you guys are blue skies, nothing's wrong, everything's going great. Obviously, the engineer wasn't noticing earlier
Okay.
when she kept turning all that ether gas into the cargo hold.
Did it twice.
Okay, 2 failures.
Okay. So you guys are going great. Beautiful little grassy field with some cows.
I like cows.
Always cows,
They're
you know,
cute and they're
pasture
tasty.
land. As all of a sudden the engine just starts belching this horrible purple smoke.
Horrible purple smoke. What does horrible purple smoke mean?
Basically, you're down to about a quarter speed and you're losing lift. You're not crashing. You're just slowly
Okay,
coming
I'm
down.
going to find a good place to land
Okay.
because that's going to be important very soon.
Okay.
I'm going to tell everyone to brace for landing.
Okay.
I'm gonna do expressly not that, and I'm instead gonna go to the engine room.
Okay. So go ahead and give me
What does purple smoke mean?
You'll need to ask the engineer that. Go ahead and
I
give me.
also have operating.
Go ahead and give me an operating roll. It's going to be against 2 purple and a black. Because I believe you're landing safely. But let's see what the dice say.
Ow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my elbow.
I believe the dice say yes, you did find this beautiful
Okay.
pasture because thank God you had that dice because all
Yeah.
those dice suck.
Yeah, because, basically, she's got 3 failures, the triumph, and 2 advantages.
Okay. So you basically, with the triumph, you coast down to a nice, safe, literally you land softly as the moo cow looks at you.
Oh God, what's gonna happen to Gallivant?
Moo, and slowly, headbutts Gallivant and then walks away. Beautiful, smooth landing.
Good. We'll have to give the farmer some lucre because we landed in his field.
I'm just glad that was a smooth landing. Otherwise, I would have had to done like an acrobatics roll to not die on the way to the engine room.
So you head to the engine room. You're in the engine room, and your engine's going nuts. You don't know why.
Basically, Gallivant, what's wrong?
Your ether engine is just doing something weird, and it's plugging out some horrible purplish smoke.
Once we're safely stopped, I'm going to head towards the engine room to see if I can assist.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
try to help.
smart.
So am I.
I'm the one that knows about ether stuff, so I imagine going to talk to her about what's going on with it is a good start.
Okay.
Peter, right?
Yeah.
Please keep a watch out.
Peter's on.
No, just like, okay.
I'm on top of the deck.
As all of a sudden, this.
Do we have a spyglass?
Yeah.
Probably.
I figured you would.
Okay.
As you look up, and there's a bull far away.
His name is Ferdinand.
Put it on.
He's sniffing
No, I
daisies.
think I will call him Don Escobar.
He doesn't make that big of an impact.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna try to see what's wrong with
So
it.
as everyone's running into the engine room, you open the hatch to the engine room, and purple smoke is coming out. Your engineer's got this look on her face like this.
Why?
Talk to me, Gallivant.
Gallivant's having indigestion right now.
I'm gonna put on my breath mask and duck into the room.
I do have mechanic.
That's a really good
Do
question.
you have ether tech?
I do.
The
Probably
ether tech roll might tell you what the purple
Do you
smoke
have
is.
ether tech?
Yes, I do.
I believe the mad scientist has ether tech as well.
No.
You guys want to combine your role? Have
Yeah.
this moment where both the
Combined.
engineer types are looking at the thing going, yeah.
I haven't used one of mine yet. I think they need to do this one.
Okay. So whatever the dice roll combination is, it's going to be upgraded.
I mean, with upgrade, that would be
Okay,
my...
so at this point we have
Okay,
three
so-
people in the
Then
engine
I will
room.
assist him, like,
Okay.
We have 3 people in the engine room. I'm going to take some lucre and I'm
Okay,
going
I'm
to
gonna
see
need
if
one
the
of those
farmer's
yours.
going to come out and yell at us.
And she can see the dice with the shrine board.
it's hopefully good luck.
So 2, right?
It's actually going to be against 3, because this is not a normal thing going on with your engine right now.
I'm augmenting you.
And so you go in there, and you immediately go, night,
Speaking of godly rolls, you were gonna roll home 3 greens, 2 yellows. This is 2 greens, 3 yellows.
Okay, and after he rolls that, everyone give me a resilience check at 2 purple and a black.
Oh, sweet mercy.
Remember
Hey.
that purple smoke?
No failures.
Okay, what was it? 2 purples and a black?
2 purples and a black.
For everyone.
Yep, everyone that's in the engine room.
Okay.
Basically, everyone but your lookout. He's like, I'm not breathing no purple smoke.
Oh, that's actually not bad. Never mind.
5 success, 3 threat.
5 successes, 3 threat. You guys are both like throwing ideas out, and you realize that your engine, for some reason, its resonance has changed, probably because it's under the effect of another ether device. Which you're thinking, maybe that ether engine that's in your cargo hold that's been running, maybe something's going on with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I had 3 successes, but I have 2 successes,
Oh, and a black.
but 2
Okay.
disadvantages.
Do you want me to roll? Because when I saw these 3 pull in the engine room, there's plenty of bodies. I backed out of it. I'll still roll if you want.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and still roll as you back out.
Rolling.
It's going to be your resilience, which is a
Against
skill, against 2 purple and a black. This is why steampunk can gas masks.
2 purple and a
I'll
black.
show you 4 successes on the resilience.
You smoke all kinds of inhalants all the time.
I mean, I should be able to remove this because I expressly put on my breathing
She
mask.
has 2 failures
So I'll
and
remove that
2
blank.
advantages.
Okay, so go ahead and take 5 strain minus your advantages. So
Lordy.
3 strain. As you're like, what is coming out of your engine room? And you had successes?
I had 2 successes, but I had 2 disadvantages.
Okay,
Strain
so
is to write how much strain you've taken, and once it exceeds your threshold, that's when something matters.
Yeah.
Rather than
Until then, like if you roll advantages too, you can also bounce back and get strain back with advantages with these. So it's
Strength
so go ahead and you're gonna take 2 black dice to your next roll
instead of strength.
instead of strain because you got soot all in your eyes. You look like you've been in the.
I got goggles on. There ain't nothing in my eyes.
Well, okay, all over your mouth. You got the purple smoke haze.
You just noticed
Oh,
that you're
should she have gotten the blue for her goggles?
Well, it's inhaling. That's why it was resilient. So they're inhaling the crap.
Okay.
I wasn't.
So between the two of you guys, you think something is affecting your ether engine.
I'd like to try to
verbalize
fix
that?
You pretty much think that the engine in the cargo hold might be playing with your engine in here.
competing fields and all.
Yeah.
Grr.
Remember that purple haze around the box?
The
Well,
orange, the glow.
yeah, the pink haze. It got worse when you kept flooding the hole with ether gas and started inhaling that in itself.
I only did that once.
Twice.
Twice.
Once to test.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
So now that engine is actually humming pretty good and steady because you fed it fuel. Who knew you'd do that? It was a great idea.
I'm gonna attempt to fix it.
How about that ether case we were talking about earlier?
Well, we have to build one.
Crowley day cage.
So you two are gonna head down and
Fix it.
open. You're gonna open the crate, or you're gonna fix the engine. Because you have a feeling if you fix the engine, your cargo may do the exact same thing again.
And
Right now, I think we should just fix the engine.
So you're gonna
Get
band-aid
going.
the engine.
The sooner we get this thing
And
off our
you
ship,
think the thing, okay, is it still glowing more?
In the cargo hold.
Right.
Does someone go down and check?
Yeah,
You
I
guys
got my.
think- You go down there, you put your goggles on, you flip your dials, you realize this thing's doubled in the glow that's coming off of it. It's actively doing something. It's still completely silent, but it's actively doing something in the crate that it's in.
Okay, so we need to dim down whatever the engine's doing before we fix our engine.
all right.
If it went back to kind of the quiescent state, I would agree with you.
I need the GM to okay this, but
Okay.
the way I'm gonna attempt to fix this is I'm gonna walk up to the crate and kick it.
Percussive maintenance, good job.
Yes.
Go ahead and against 3 purple, sure, that sounds like something steampunks do with their gear.
Percussive maintenance.
It's a very valid.
Are
is.
you gonna help him so I can throw some
I'll
black
help.
dice at
I
him?
mean, would that be?
You got that.
Which skill would that be?
Mechanics, it's for custom
Okay, well,
maintenance.
I've got 2 yellow and a green,
All right,
Okay.
so I'll upgrade that.
And 2 black dice.
but
All right.
since I'm helping
Oh,
him,
blue
can I
dice.
remove
Well, you
the black because
actually,
it's
yes,
tinkerer?
I'll give you that for your tinkering. You're like, yep, just hit it like with my wrench.
Screw it.
Yeah.
You don't have quite enough, right?
Okay.
Sometimes
The
that's
purple
just
will
more
be strong against
dice to fail
Still a
with.
success. Here, wait. That. One success.
One success. You come
Nothing
up
but.
there, tell us how you whack, because you moved some of the cargo
You
away
soccer
so you can get a
ticket.
good solid corner.
Nerds. Right in the bottom. Just whack.
And
Real sharp kick.
you guys feel this like thump and a vibration through the crate, because of course this is a massive freaking crate, so it's like a small car.
Yeah.
Cargo hold kind of vibrates for a second on the ground. You hear a cow
I'm prepared to
mooing.
duck and cover.
There's a cow mooing, so there's this tense moment when you're all waiting for it to explode, and then all of a sudden you just hear this whoa, 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 and it just grades down to a slow hum and then dissipates.
Awesome.
As all of a sudden you hear your engine like cough, cough, poof, poof, backfire, backfire. So,
I shrug, go back to my lab.
and with your goggles you realize the aura is dissipating. And you do notice that the crate and some of the things that were against the crate are kind of glowing, like they picked up a little ether radiation type of thing. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
Well, we don't have anything alive in our cargo, do we?
Cheese.
Cheese.
The cheese is quite alive.
But we did check for that stowaway kid.
Yes, we did. We saw him on the ground as we lifted.
Yes.
He won't be coming out of
Two
the view.
people. Two people had eyes on him
Yes,
on the ground
yes.
as we lifted.
There was nobody that snuck on. I couldn't even get Don Escobar to get on the ship. Okay, so you can go to the engine and do your ether tech or your mechanics to clean out the filters and get you back on. But you guys do know that you have like an hour or so layover while she cleans out the filters and reionizes the ether engine.
Is there a farmhouse nearby, or did we
Oh yeah, there's
land out in the
just a
North 40? And
cottage
is there,
within.
during the beginning parts of this, did we do the...
You got your area, in the, that there's a cottage just over the hill.
Okay, but it's just over the hill.
Like short walk, 30 minutes.
Short walk, okay. While she's doing that, I'm going to go make friends with the farmer because we did land in his field. I will take him a bottle of Portuguese wine
Oh, the good stuff you got.
as a,
Or the
well,
slightly good.
it's Britannia, so
All right.
I don't know if...
It's crepe. For them it is crepe. When you
Yeah.
bring these crepe.
But it is exotic.
It's a gift.
So I will bring a bottle of Portuguese wine, and I will take our face man with us because he's a smooth talker. And we will go make friends with the farmer and apologize for the inconvenience. We had a slight emergency. We'll be out of his hair very shortly.
Okay, you guys basically come down. It's a really nice farmer's wife, old, like 60s-ish, really old for the era. He's got, a mechanical leg and arm, it looks older than him, probably salvaged somewhere. And they're actually, you can tell that they've watched you guys land. Yeah, and they're welcoming you to get on the patio, so you can get the shade out of the sun, And they thank you for the wine and then offer you some of the, some local stuff, like some fruit and
Okay,
little
snack.
cheese plates.
Moonshine.
Probably
Local
put
stuff.
that in the cargo hold.
I'm going to consume it. Because,
Okay, it's a consumable.
Yeah, no, it's that they're offering us snack.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
offering us
it's
a
just being,
picnic basket.
and they're asking why you're here. Are you entertainers? Are you trying to sell something?
Well, no, but basically we're taking a cargo from, basically the basic story. We're taking a cargo
From Portugal to
from
Germany.
Portugal to Germany, and we
We
decided to do an overfly of Marseille because it's such a beautiful city. And
We
All of a sudden he's like, what?
We had problems with our engine.
and we encountered an unforeseen problem with our engine, which our mechanic is taking care of as we speak. Reiterate that we should be out of their field.
As long as you're safe, you're okay. There's no.
Oh yes, no injuries, no, nothing like that.
Do you need any water or wells right over there?
I think we're okay. Yeah.
Okay, and they basically just really, nonchalant, okay with you landing in their field, and it's like, as long as Bessie is not affected by the airship landing, so she can keep, instead of Bessie, it's Bessie.
Bessie.
Instead of babe, it's behave. Bebe. Once you cross that border out of Canada, it's babe. And they basically will walk you nicely back to your airship because, they haven't seen one in quite a while. And they just kind of give you the whole farmer's nod. Yep.
It's an airship.
How does mechanical like do?
It looks really rinky-dinky and looks like it could use repairs.
Yeah?
I can take care of that.
It's like his way of repairing it is to dip it in some kind of grease or oil. And
Like
shake
kick it.
Yeah.
Kick it with
Well,
the
if you want, our engine could take a look at your butt.
I could conceivably resurrect him.
He's exhausted, yeah.
We can take him back.
Let me kill him and we can bring him back.
And then he'll have his leg, or he can never be brought back again if I fail.
As the case may be.
We'll see how, okay.
We'll ask our
Quick question, James.
Yes.
In terms of trying to resurrect someone, can we spend a story point to sabotage ourselves?
No, that is important because if we find someone that's horrible,
Yeah.
there's a chance
As
that
long as only one person moves his ship from the pool, it is acceptable.
So I would assume that would be how you kill a lich.
keep them dead. Yeah.
Resurrection spell.
I
And stab him.
No, failed
Water
resurrection spell.
fingers.
Can you anti-augment yourself?
I can
That's
curse myself.
Yeah, curse yourself.
So they basically
start
are
pointing at
asking,
yourself.
silly questions about the airship, because of course, obviously, they've never
Right,
been on an
sure,
airship.
I will give them the nickel tour, just the cursory thing. I
No
won't take them-
cargo.
No, not the cargo hold, not the engine room, but,
Okay, so then,
like
they,
the mess hall, and I'll take them up to the bridge, and I'll play tour guide again.
so this is the nickel tour, as basically, he keeps doing this whole, on his mechanical arm.
I thought he had a mechanical leg.
Arm and a leg.
Oh, okay.
We gave him an arm and a leg to the farm.
Okay.
And, because you remember that offer to have the engineer look at it.
Don't even give him
I will be happy to look at it.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a mechanics roll.
Okay.
How much do we trust him?
Wow. Yeah, they secretly
Backstabbed by
planned
a farmer.
Shanks, take your shit. Well, I'm 100 king.
I trust him, but I don't
It's gonna be
trust
against
him.
Super
I mean, there are generally
basic
the small
mechanics.
figures.
Listen, just kick it and it'll be fine.
Okay, so we got two
Perfect.
successes.
So you
Kick it
basically,
and it'll be fine.
you take them over to your shop, you oil some joints, you replace a couple bolts, and it's working. It's working like a charm. He doesn't have that horrible limp anymore. He's walking perfectly fine. He's doesn't squeeze.
There's not this extremely large screaming word like
And of course,
Really
he
off-putting during
hugs
sex.
you really heartily. His wife thanks you. You notice that they kind of left a few script spills behind. When you finished working on them, he did that politely snuck it in your toolbox under a wrench.
I'll be polite and take it.
It's only 5, but hey, it's cash
5
money.
is 5.
Mhm.
That's actually a lot of money.
And they basically will sit there holding their cow waving as you guys are getting back in the air. And as your mechanic, has purple dust everywhere.
The smoke is settled down into dust.
It's now this fine pixie dust that you probably want.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I don't know what it is, but it's an
Don't lick
ingredient in something.
Like I'll offer to sweep the shop.
His official job on the ship is the janitor.
Mad, dirty guy.
Yeah. None of them realize I'm an alchemist. They all just think I spend a lot of time in the janitor's closet.
They'll be drinking this later. I don't know what it'll do. It'll be interesting.
You can mix it with your decaf hot coffee.
Why was the screaming of 1,000 souls coming out of the janitor's closet?
He didn't graduate high school and he's currently weighing his prospects for the job market.
He was bleaching the toilets.
Okay, so you guys are back on track. Go ahead and give me another navigation roll.
Because you're really good at getting lost.
I am, but Marseille is very beautiful.
This is like if Inspector Gadget was telling us how to get somewhere. And we don't have a penny or brain.
Like a boss. You just did it like a boss.
Okay, good.
All right.
She didn't see.
I did get distracted by the crash.
One disadvantage.
Yeah, one disadvantage.
So the ship will take 1 strain. And your engineer complains about your slightly, you took off a little quick and hot, but you're right on course. Beautiful course. You know, you're getting, right where you need to be. Are you guys doing anything on the ship?
Someone's keeping lookout.
Captain needs to
Yeah, I'm keeping lookout.
Keeping
like I was
lookout?
beforehand.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll. I doubt anything's going to happen. 2 purple. Perfectly good perception
5
roll.
despair.
As the ship
Captain
explodes.
is off of cunning,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't actually have, but
Like,
I'm pretty good
damn,
at
I'm sorry, I
anyway.
didn't see that funnel cloud.
Oh no.
So it's 2 threat and 0
Yeah.
zero
Well,
failures.
there's nothing there. There's
You
nothing
didn't
there.
succeed to spot the funnel cloud, but you did not see the hurricane coming. But basically, he's on lookout. What exactly are you on the lookout for? Are you looking for threats, just weather?
Weather and other threats.
I mean, weather is
what's
pretty
there.
easy to see.
Yeah.
Probably other airships.
Okay.
Cross traffic.
Escobar.
John Escobar flashing
People trying
to
to
catch
take
up with you.
Yeah, people trying to take us on the ground.
Just another Don Escobar.
I think it's successful.
A rock.
And 1 threat.
We probably don't want to encounter a rock in the airways.
Yeah, no falling rocks in the
No,
sky.
ROC.
Bird.
I was
being
thinking
fair.
mountain.
So you guys, good course setting up there.
Oh wait, I should have had a blue.
Strain.
Wait.
You have your engineer fix
Yeah,
it.
I would be.
So wounds for the ship is like structural damage.
Okay.
Strain is like your wire system for your fly-by-wire, tweaks and things like that. So it's 2 different kind of mechanics, and it's like,
Sweetie, can you step on it? Thank you.
like you'll Gallivant. So you're doing the whole lookout thing. You're looking for trouble. You're going all around the ship looking.
Well, no, he's
Well,
supposed
no,
to
I'm
looking
at
at
the
the
top
airways.
of
Crow's
Crow's
the
nest
crow's
kind of
nest?
thing.
Okay, so you have an observation crow's
Yeah.
nest.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
looking for external trouble, not internal trouble.
Okay.
She'll be looking for internal trouble,
Okay.
because that's her job.
So as you guys are heading on your way, things are going fine, and all of a sudden, yes. Perception roll, threat, something's gonna happen. All of a sudden, as you guys are, you're flying, you realize they're on the very edge of your vision. You're seeing, hey, the border. You're doing good. All of a sudden, there's a. Let's find out if there is or isn't.
Dragon.
A rock.
We're gonna aim.
A rock dragon.
Did someone shoot a missile at us?
No missile.
Just a whole lot of advantage.
Wow, that's an advantage and a crit. Yeah. So all of a
Eat
sudden,
shit, get crit.
It'll be easy, they said.
super easy.
No, actually, they specifically did not say
What's
that was not part
About
of the
the-
mission briefing. Nowhere in the mission briefing is easy.
No one negotiated for easy.
Now the real question is, if we're giving shots, your talent.
Yes, I have defensive driving. I forget which
If
World War
only you
that
were
came
aware
from.
of it.
Right. Right.
So
if only I were aware of it.
Oh no, I do have. Yeah. If only I had one more advantage. So.
You need 5 advantage to crit? What?
No.
Is something punching our ship?
Rock
No,
dragon.
no, no. I was hoping for Vantage and Link.
Oh, God.
So as you guys, you're just all nice, chill, calm, floating straight ahead. There's no threat, no danger.
Right along.
Brady Bunch are playing in the background.
That's wrong.
There was no story.
I don't think our ship will have.
As all of a sudden you hear a rat-tat-tat-tat-tat of
Like
guns.
machine.
As soon as I hear it, I evade. With my luck, I'll evade right into the bullets this time, but
So.
because sound travels faster than bullets.
Jesus,
No, they
that's a
don't.
horrible crit roll.
Yay!
So,
No,
engineer,
I'm hearing the
go
rat-a-tat-tat
ahead and write down that your
on it.
ship has an easy crit, so it's going to be only one purple to fix. Super easy for you to fix eventually.
Eventually.
But as this rat-tat-tat happens behind you guys, and the ship shudders, and you're immediately going to want to look backwards real quick, but apparently somebody was like right in your sweet spot behind you, so you couldn't see or hear. As you guys are going to be in a tailspin. While firing from the ship suffers 2 black dice until the end of the pilot's next turn. Basically, on your next turn, you can correct it. And crew members are immobilized until the end of the pilot's next turn.
Great.
Basically, because you're all grabbing onto things.
Or smash the side with the centripetal force.
So,
Let's don't do tailspins.
apparently
Ours
your brother got
No,
shot,
that's
so
what
your
ours does.
Aether engine is doing a thing. So all of a sudden, as you guys start to do this weird cock spin, you guys see behind you. Remember that Judicator ship that you guys saw earlier?
The Justicar.
Just the Justicar at the spire that you were at?
Shooting at us.
She.
No, he.
Was
She
it?
was the contact.
yeah.
Give me a perception roll and you get a blue dice.
Because he knows people.
Because he knows people.
Right, and I wasn't there, so I'm trying to evade and correct. What am I rolling?
Okay, so everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Initiative is going to be vigilance or
Cool.
cool.
Go ahead.
Better than
cool,
mine is.
because
I
we
would
weren't
say
expecting
cool,
it.
yeah.
But you don't roll any purple damage.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, it's just the straight
I got
skill.
2 successes.
oh, 2-2.
And she
Against
got 2
what?
advantages.
It's, you just roll the skill because it's your initiative, you don't have any disadvantages.
Jesus!
Oh my god, you're right.
We got 5 successes.
Right.
I have 1 presence, and I was
what
still
did you
better.
I got 2
Oh.
successes, she got 2 advantages.
Okay.
Advantages are only never tiebreakers.
Actually, my cool would have been a much better roll.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, for
4 with a skill.
What'd you get?
Yep.
2 successes.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Ooh, these 3 dice are powerful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah!
Eat it, Justicar.
Because he had 5 successes.
Eat it, Justicar.
He screams with his initiative,
He's screaming.
using his entire turn.
So I will, you immediately, as you see the Justicar ship, you recognize
Which is
the feature.
definitely firing at us.
Yeah, that was what, because it does the whole dun, 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 and it's not coming above you.
Oh, that's right, it was beneath us
It was
and
beneath
below us, so
you.
I couldn't have seen it.
Yeah, see, that's why, that's
That's
how
why.
the dice describe, you didn't see it because he's in the sweet spot to get him. And now that he hits you and you're spinning, he's like coming death from above.
Just music from one of the Sonic versus Dr. Eggman boss fight starts playing. It's exactly what
And you look at him, he looks at you, and you notice he's getting ready to like hit another button on his controllers.
Shooting back first.
he's,
I think I have.
he's immobilized.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I have to correct.
Wait. So, since I won, our team goes first, and can we choose her?
Yes.
That would be the best thing ever to have her go first so everyone is unimmobilized before your turn. That would be the best thing to do.
Okay.
So, what am I rolling?
Give me an operation roll against 3 purple, and you're going to get 2 black because...
And, we have 3 things there.
Pilot goes first,
Now,
corrects
now
everyone's
don't forget, both of you average
unimmobilized,
humans can
and then
steal
we
one
get
of
shot by
these
the
from
Justicar
you.
again,
I
and
don't think one of
right
them.
now. So,
So, you're going to use one?
it was 3 blacks, or 2 blacks.
2 blacks.
2 blacks. So
Okay.
I'm stealing one from
Okay.
you.
Well, you can steal it afterwards. It's incidental, you can steal it back, so. That's your dice pool. That's a great dice pool, by the way.
That is a lot of dice.
Like, crap. Actually, I've been rolling very inconsistently.
You never, and your defensive driving, does that sound like something you could use in this situation?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay. So if you do
It's
the
an
evasion
thing.
you do the evade act, okay.
It gives minus to their ability to hit.
It's actually currently my best roll.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so,
negotiation, same.
Oh, yeah. Negotiation.
Might wanna start putting.
Good thing it's still the pilot's next turn.
okay, we have a failure and an advantage.
Okay, so you're trying, and you're fighting, and your legs are dangling when you're on the wheel, and you're fighting against what's going on here. You're like, it is not physically possible this ship doing this. There's no way I can make this ship do this. Thankfully, it's the end of the pilot's turn, and you manage to get the ship kind of out of the tailspin. You're hurting, but you're out of the tailspin.
Okay. So I've taken more strain because of this?
Well, no
Okay.
strain.
No,
But
the advantage.
the whole damage, which you may want to write the whole damage down because you're going to fix it next to that crit, is going to be 7 points before your soak, which is 4, so 3 points of damage. As you're in the crow's nest, holding on for dear's life. Thankfully, it's an enclosed crow's nest, except for the hatches, And she pops the airship out of the spiral. You're kind of doing this weird. You're moving sideways, but your propulsion's going that way because you're still moving. But it's his turn, and you see him he makes eye contact. These steely gray eyes with this big nasty wicked scar. As he hits a button. And you're seeing it looks like a giant harpoon with a rope.
Oh,
he's trying
I
to board.
do have the whole defensive driving thing now, which will give him whatever minuses to his hit my ship roll.
So
It
it will,
increases the defense, right?
Yeah.
which gives him a black die.
Yeah. Not quite,
Well,
not amazing, but
whatever.
decent.
It's better.
Better than no black dice.
And he's not aiming. He's crazy eyes. He's been crazy eyes. That out. 3 successes. His harpoon disappears from your view, but you can tell because that rope pops and his fins just bounce and his ship's just hooked onto you guys like an anchor, but he's floating in the sky. And his
Into the feud. We've been harpooned.
Really?
Well, they might not actually be able to tell.
you guys don't know about it. I mean,
I could feel something hit my ship and then we decelerate a lot.
well, it's actually made to glide with you guys. So
He
it
will
doesn't
be
lose any
retracting
altitude.
it like his own little
Don't make me give you a
He'll
lesson
be-
in Newtonian physics,
Sure.
alright? This is literally my degree.
Yes, in reality it would be going whoop skyhook, but this is either steampunk tech. So you notice he's
Really
doing something,
suspension of disbelief.
and his head disappeared from the cockpit. So you have an idea he's probably going to the cable to zip to your ship.
Okay, just
He's just one guy?
Just one guy.
Just lean out the window and shoot him.
Just one scary guy that's your guys' nemesis.
Oh, beautiful, okay, that's not fine.
Well, fine, this will go well.
Nobody stealth from the
But remember,
merchant spot.
only he knows right now. We just think we're under attack. We almost
Well,
lost
no, I
the
told
ship.
you,
And,
we've been harpooned.
but did
Oh,
you say
and
it was
he's coming over.
He did not
Yeah,
say it's
But
the
you didn't tell us
Justicar.
it was the Justicar.
You just said you're under attack.
Oh.
Yes, see, we don't know who it is. Only you
Do
do.
they know who the Justicar is? Because I thought I don't.
Do they? He is well, remember,
I was
decided
prepared
guys, since he's your
Oh.
nemesis, you know him.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will include
It's just that no one
too.
looked in the corner of the cantina to see who was the scary guy there. They all just, remember? Everybody just avoided the corner. And then nobody was
How hard is it to hit a rope
With
with a gun?
there was a Mythbusters episode of this, and it is quite difficult.
It would be, because of course it's a moving target, there's a black dice, because it's a very small thing, there's a black dice, and it's going to be like 3 purple. Now, if you beat me to a chip, you beat me to a chip.
Well,
You wanna
actually,
try
I
rolling
want to
it.
steal one of yours since she stole one. I still haven't stolen one.
Chip thieves. So that was your
As a
incidental.
human.
Remember, that was your incidental, so you only have a maneuver and an action. Not that anyone was really using incidentals, but, I think he's gonna pull out his pistol and go all, oh, this guy's already feeling it for him.
Wait a second.
Whatever roll you're doing.
Whatever you're doing,
upgrade
he
it.
just upgraded it.
You get to upgrade one of your greens.
I have a
Well,
knife
certainly
on
we
me,
want
don't
that.
I?
Do you?
Always.
Did you purchase one?
I have a mango. And an epic.
Remember, we went through that one.
Oh.
You had to borrow it.
I had to
You
borrow
had to-
cash.
you had to borrow $5
You
from
pretty
me.
much think your gun is gonna be better than the knife to cut that rope if you're gonna do
Because
that.
it's
None of them
probably,
none of them gonna do something stupid, put on an emergency suit and walk out there.
Oh, you can just, this is cool badass steampunkery. You can run out there
Grenade
without a
would be
suit.
great right now.
I'm not sure what I'm doing without one of those suits if I fall down.
Yeah.
I'm not that stupid.
Okay.
probably gonna do the same thing.
Is there one of those cool?
There's an
floaty
emergency
Actually-
parachute. It's the cheap
Okay,
rickety
so
model
he's
that
in
comes with the
harpoon.
ship.
Is he gonna zip line over?
Yeah.
Because basically what I'm gonna do when he starts to zip line over is I'm going to throw this in reverse so there's slack in that line. So he never reaches our fucking ship and then we can shoot his ass.
Actually, you're gonna crack the whip if you do that.
That would be fine.
Because he's gonna be coming down, and then suddenly, it's gonna be going like this, and he's still going like this. He's gonna hit the end, and it's gonna be crack the whip. At least that's what physics
Hey,
says.
Jim, can I get a small piece of paper?
Yeah, so no, I'm
Doesn't have to be a whole page,
yeah.
no.
If he's gonna zip line over, I'm going to
Because I got a
throw
question
this
for
in
you.
reverse for a little bit.
I did say he was ziplining over.
You did. His last words were he's ziplining over. Then
Okay.
you're grabbing the parachute pack and going out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a safety pack. You will not
Okay.
die
Right.
falling.
Okay.
It's made to just, and then you very.
Prepare full stop.
Changing clothes is not an action, it's a maneuver, correct?
Now, what do you mean by changing?
Putting the pack on
Oh,
is a maneuver.
that would be just a maneuver, yeah.
Okay, so
So
I
if
will
you take
boost
2
myself.
strain, okay, so as your action, you're gonna use your ethermancy?
For my action, I'm going to use, what would this actually be?
So for a maneuver, you could grab the pack.
Mm-hmm.
If you take 2 strain, you can take a second maneuver and jump out on the outside of the airship. It sounds like you might want to be casting some ethermancy, which will be your action. So you'll be boosted with what you're going to boost on the outside of the ship with the emergency pack on.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the momentum, cause the slack line, and then I'm going to guess, because I don't have visual on this guy, that when the slack has hit him, I am then going to
You see where I'm going
accelerate
with this?
again to put extra taut on that line. So
Okay.
shaking him off of his person,
Okay, so
Okay.
I will try and boost my agility.
Okay, go ahead.
that's a good shot, because I don't know you're running out.
Yeah, agility is good right now, especially when she snaps the ship like she's sounding like she's going to.
Yep.
You don't want to be the guy that goes flying off in this
So that's the spell,
against your ethermancy skill.
that's the ethermancy skill.
Okay.
I don't get any advantages,
Nope.
right?
So
Okay.
pretty much, it's a good solid roll there. You got that yellow dice on your side, so
I rolled my lucky
Is
medallion.
that
I
triumph?
have one.
Yeah.
so 2 successes,
I
a
rolled my
triumph,
lucky
and a
medallion.
threat.
There's no successes. Technically, I
No, because these
Yeah,
are green.
well,
Oh,
those
the
are
advantages.
the
Yeah.
triumph is an advantage.
Yeah, that's a
but there's-
success.
Okay.
Okay, so you have
Two advantage.
2 advantage and a triumph. So literally, I will give you basically 3 maneuvers so you'll get even further out.
Okay.
So you're basically one-arming the suit as you
I'm
kind of
so
like,
sorry, Peter.
for a second, your feet leave the airship as you're putting the backpack on, and you feel this like feline grace.
Do I also get the
Feline
plus
grace.
1 agility?
Yeah, exactly what you're wanting to do happens with it. So you temporarily have plus 1 agility. You feel feline grace as you land back on the airship, and you basically cover double the distance you thought you were going to without having to take strain.
Okay.
As you're seeing him starting to, open a hatch at the bottom of his plane, that was part of his
Right.
action, with the hatch finishing to open up.
I hope he heard me say, prepare full stop.
I don't think I
It'll be an interesting coordination roll in a little bit. That plus 1 to agility will save your life.
Maybe.
As long as you
Okay.
recast it.
So engineering, what do you
Well,
do?
it's the
I am, well, since
Where do we
you've
find
taken
the
full
concentrate
damage,
roll?
I would like
remember
to
finding it someplace.
Concentration, you
It's the
use
maneuver.
an
Concentration,
action.
yes,
Yeah,
there we go.
you're just now limited to that's all you
Yeah.
do with the magic.
I would like to try and repair the,
Okay, so you're gonna go do, you're trying to get rid of the crit?
yep,
Mechanic roll, 1 purple, there's just 1 cable that needs to be fixed. Super easy from where you are, because the cable won't through the ship. You can run out there and ratchet that cable back together, hopefully. Super easy repair. Let's see how easy that super easy
3 successes, but 2 threats.
The mechanic falls out of the ship.
So you will take personally 2 strain. That's how we're gonna do that one instead of having a tool fly randomly through the ship, because that could be even more fun. But we're gonna go with just the 2 strain. As you basically are running out there, you grab, and of course the cable like whips across your hand, causing strain as you like put the cable back together and start ratcheting the cable back together. extra engineering stuff. Okay, and what's the is the mad scientist going to do that?
I'm gonna down a caffeine pill.
Going total Rick and Morty here.
Yep.
What is our Ethermancer doing?
Is there an aim ability? Like, can I aim my spells?
Yeah, I mean, you can do an aim regularly with this thing, so I think you could do the whole cool, sexy Doctor Strange pose while you're aiming.
I am going to try to curse him again.
You have to see him.
Oh, I do not see him.
Yeah, you don't see him. He is on the back end of the airship. I mean,
And you don't even technically know that it's just a single person.
in theory, if you flip one of those, there might be a porthole, but I'm assuming there's no portholes.
Oh, I'm still in the engine room is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're out of the engine. You're wherever you want in the
And
airship.
the deck.
Because we've been underway for
Yeah,
a
this
couple
is
of hours.
a while. It's just that when he was zipping,
'Cause he's underneath.
he's zipping to a spot where he's even gonna have a problem crawling around to a door to try to blow the door open.
Okay.
Maybe he has magnetic paws.
Or electromagnetic cat claws.
I hope this works, and I hope I don't toss you off the airship.
Hey, you got the emergency pass.
Yeah.
That's why I took the emergency.
It'll be, guys, come back. How long does they know
Actually,
it?
with physics, if he runs out and he's running towards the ship, and you reverse the ship, what's gonna happen is that the ship is gonna hit him from behind.
Well, no, he's not gonna,
He's running towards the guy that's coming down.
I get 2 actions, correct?
So he's
One
running
action
towards
and
the
one
back
maneuver.
ship.
Was the action
the
maneuver?
last of
And for 2 strains, you can take a second maneuver.
I'm still on the
Actually, what I'd like to do is kind of prep for him, because we're kind of expecting something.
Yeah, you're
So I would like to aim twice.
It depends upon
Like
how.
just getting myself ready to
so you
shoot
go
the
to
guy.
like the hash
If
you
the
think
ship
is
is
Like like somewhere where I can see where I think he's coming from, and just kind of get myself ready to do
Right.
something.
I'm
Welling up powder.
forward.
Yeah, you're just sitting there, you're charging, you've got all 3, the bottom doorway, the 2 side doorways right in your sight, and you're just like, you're getting that all
I'm
power
powering
just
up,
charged
yeah.
up and
Like
ready
you've
to
seen Avatar: The Last
You're
Airbender.
Yeah.
running on a conveyor belt.
But with green fire. It's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah.
This is what normal people
Okay.
do.
Okay,
Hopefully no one's gonna walk in that corridor.
so we're now at the top of the order, so one of you guys gets to go first. Who would like to go first?
I think I will.
sure.
Okay. Take 2 strain for an additional round?
So for an additional maneuver?
No. Keeping my concentration for the spell.
Oh, no, that you're already, the concentration is, you're concentrating, so it's, you can't use your spells for anything else.
Oh,
It's just
oh,
you're
okay.
channeling that spell.
Okay.
So you basically got this, there's this secret silhouette you can't see of some kind of feline behind you.
Okay.
Because it's primarily channeling the
So
feline.
I thought I needed to burn strain every round to keep it going.
Oh, the strain you will, yeah, sorry, I
Oh,
thought
okay.
you were talking about taking double maneuvers.
No.
Okay, so yeah, the
So
strain
2
is the
strain to
spellcasting.
maintain the spell.
Hmm? Yeah, that's the mana of the system.
Right. Okay. So can I get to a place close to the rope?
With one maneuver, you can get to the edge of the balloon where you're like kind of like safely looking over as you see where here's the tail of your airship and it's stuck just to the side of the tail. You're one of the exhausts. You can
Okay.
see he hasn't come zipping by
Right.
yet. It's not his turn yet.
Okay.
You know he's going to come zipping by any second.
Okay. So how close am I to the rope?
Oh, you're within short distance. I mean, it's within like 10 feet of where you are.
But I can't walk there.
You know, you mean you could try to jump out there with the coordination and be on the rope?
No,
but
no,
that
no,
would
no.
be
I don't
action.
want to be on
Okay.
the rope. Being on the rope is a
Okay,
bad
so by
idea.
the harpoon is down below you, so you're like on the top of the airship. It's down at the bottom.
Because he did hear.
You do know that shooting the harpoon that's in your ship is easier than shooting the rope that's going like this. This
Okay.
would just be a regular short-range shot.
So if I shoot the harpoon and hit it, will it detach
It
from
will
the ship?
just, if you shoot it and do enough damage, yes.
So it'll be easier to hit, but it probably has more hit points.
Yeah, the rope
Where
is
the
gonna be
rope
weaker.
is going to be weaker, but it'll be harder to hit.
Yeah, so there's the balance. It's the easy harpoon that's
Okay.
tough because it's metal, or the hard rope that's wiggling. I mean, the easy to break rope that's wiggling around.
I'm really not a good shot.
And remember,
Oh, wait,
remember,
actually, I
Yeah,
am
you're not
actually not a
terrible
bad
at
shot at that, at this.
I'm like, I thought you put points into that.
I did.
So remember, your
So-
agility
You
is
have more
boosted by
agility.
1, so you have an
Right.
extra green die. Now, are you shooting the harpoon or the rope? As there's this moment, cinematically, where you're seeing him with the gun doing this. Which one am I going for?
Which one is the real one?
I will go for,
One thing to check is the damage on your weapon.
Yeah, the
If your
damage on
if your
my-
weapon doesn't do a lot of damage, you may want to go for the
it's
harder
a
shot.
pistol, so it's a 5.
Okay?
It's a
you-
roto
It's
pistol.
a roto
The
pistol.
roto pistol. So if you have advantages, you can shoot multiple times. So if you say, I'm going to go roto pistol on full auto, that means for every 2 advantages you have, a second bullet will hit your target.
I thought you did that after it hit.
You declare you're shooting on auto fire. You have to say, I'm shooting more than
Oh.
one shot. So that you can't just say,
Okay.
oh yeah, by the way, extra bullets were coming out. So
Okay.
you're saying I'm going on full auto basically.
Okay. But that's an extra purple, correct?
That is an extra purple. What?
It's almost 8:30.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take this
So-
shot, and that's going to be a dramatic spot to wrap it up there.
Um,
Okay?
And I might toss them off the back of the ship.
Easier shot or harder shot? Full auto or not full auto?
To be or not to be?
okay, so let's take the,
And you remember, he did upgrade your dice pool.
I did.
Yeah.
he did?
Yeah, so one
Long
of those green
ago.
becomes a yellow.
Oh, okay.
He was not giving you the chance to do this.
Yeah.
So,
And remember, your
And-
agility is +1. So what's your
my
agility?
agility is 3.
Okay.
I have a 1 skill.
Yep.
And we'll use the dice.
I already.
He already did.
Oh, you
yeah.
already did,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I got the update.
So,
Yeah, upgrade.
let's take the harder
Harder shot,
harder shot.
softer target.
Softer target.
Okay, so it's going to be 3 purple and a black. So you're going to add to what you got there.
Okay, so I need 1 more purple.
Okay.
No. 3 purple?
Well, he's shooting on full
He's
auto.
adding
So
one
that's,
purple.
yeah. So he's going to go.
Wait. I don't
Maybe
need
3
full auto to
purple
hit a rope.
and a black.
It's up
So
to you,
let's
depends on
take-
how much damage you want to make.
If I hit the rope, it should go out.
And you
So I don't
believe
need
it'll
the
go
auto.
with just one bullet.
Yeah,
That's
so-
why I say softer
okay.
target.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Okay, so you just need 1 success. And
Okay.
hopefully not 3 threat to fall off the balloon. As you do kung fu move, bang, bang, bang. Oh, hell yeah.
I was gonna say, does anyone see him do this? Because if he falls off, I don't know.
I guess I
So,
could technically.
is that also despair, I see?
There's no despair.
No,
There's
there's
Oh,
no
no,
doubt.
threat, okay. So what do we got? We got
So
2
this is-
successes.
3 successes minus
Minus the 1.
1, so that's plus 2.
That's a
That's a
disadvantage.
Oh, that's a disadvantage? Okay.
A failure. Well.
So 2 successes and triumph and 1 disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take a point of strain because
Okay.
literally he's doing this with the gun back and forth, deciding on which, and then all of a sudden you just feline grace, you just pull up to the rope, pull the trigger as your bullet just leaves your round.
You seen that movie Wanted?
You see that there's a moment where you sweat and then the sweat flies off in the wind. As your bullet's falling, you're looking at the fighter behind you that's connected. And just as you're looking, because he's coming right after you, your bullet hits that rope. And just in slow-mo, you're seeing the bullet tear through the rope. As just then, at the hatch, you see the guy coming swinging out on a little pulley that he's got in both hands. And he starts to zip, as then all of a sudden you realize that gravity is not his friend right now because he's zipping down. Now, you believe he's got some kind of rescue pack on. because, you know.
He'd be stupid if he didn't.
Stupid not
But
to.
he's looking at you.
Dagger.
There's this look of recognition in your eye, but not his. As you recognize his face, you remember his face before he had the scar. Back when some horrible thing was done to you by him, to your family. As he's zipping down, he's looking at you, but he's got like dead, haunting, gunmetal gray eyes. And you just see him holding this thing, the pulley zip, the little zip line, and he's falling. He knows he's falling, but he's looking at you with death. And he just.
It's a roto pistol. Go.
And as you do that, the little whiff of your smoke travels as you realize the plane just does one of these, flips, and is now at the whims of gravity as it just starts flopping over and over and over and over.
Oh, damn, I was hoping we could salvage that.
Oh, it's salvaged now.
No, I was hoping that we could, like, because I was a single person, and I was hoping that it would just kind of, like, stay there, we could board it and then take it to Germany with us.
As you guys continue on, are you going to go back to them, or
Well,
are
I'm
you just
gonna go
watching?
back. I'm gonna go back to the
Hold
crow's
on,
nest because something dangerous might happen.
Okay, so I still haven't,
You,
no one's told me that we're
you
not in
know that
danger
you're being
anymore, so
boarded.
I'm gonna full stop.
Okay, go ahead and give me control. It's going to be against 2 purple, super easy. Gotta help anyone on top of the airship. And he's like, just starts turning around to walk back to the safe place. Oh, this could be interesting. What if you fall with him and you guys land on the ground together?
Here, what?
No, they have to fight while they're falling first.
So hopefully someone will tell me that we're not being boarded anymore.
Well, nobody knows yet.
I don't know what that is.
That's a lot of success.
Okay, yeah, success and no threat. So you basically hit the air brakes and you're coasting to a stop.
Okay, but basically immediately after that, because I was told he's zipping in,
Yep.
and then going to go all full speed
So
ahead.
you try to pull
because
the stall and then snap the gas back on.
Right, because I want to slack the line and then snap it, so that you're
Okay.
free!
Okay,
But I
so
don't have to do that.
everybody give me a coordination roll real quick.
I'm gonna purposefully choose to fail.
Because right now you're going,
Coordination at what difficulty?
it's going to be 2 purple and a black because she
Blur.
didn't warn anybody.
I did say prepare full stop, I did not
Actually,
say
terrible.
prepare
No.
Oh,
full.
you did, that's true, you did. So blue dice. I'll give you blue dice.
Black and
I'm hoping they're smart enough to figure out that I'm cheating, but, you know.
green.
Actually, they're
And
probably
blue.
smart to know something is happening.
I got 1 advantage.
I got nothing.
Complete
But
watch.
you have failure.
No, well, I had nothing, so I didn't succeed.
Okay,
But
so
you
you
didn't fail.
Well, that's not the way it works, though.
Yeah,
Like, you did
didn't
not
succeed in not hurting yourself.
Yes.
So basically, you're going to be taking 2 points of damage as you bang around.
But soak or no soak?
No soak. Environmental damage.
Blah, blah,
So one way to get past soak. So you have just
1
advantage.
advantage.
So you can take one of those points of wounds away, but you will take 1 point of wound bouncing around the ancient room. You know, remember when you were grabbing that cable, you're on your way back holding that cable, and it's just like gouged into your
Okay,
face.
so I currently have 3 agility, no coordination, just 2 purple and a black.
Yep.
Okay.
And, well, you don't get the blue because you couldn't hear her warning.
Right.
It's your face.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
You have a safety pack.
I never go on the outside of the ship with that one.
Like 2 failures and an advantage.
What would you like to do for your advantage?
No, it's,
No, these are successes.
Those are advantages.
They are advantages, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no advantages.
Hopefully someone will see you fall off the ship so we can circle around and pick you up.
So she does the boom, and immediately you're like, yeah. And you just, and literally, where the camera is, the camera turns around because you're doing this heroic pose as you're walking on the sky ship, and you go, whoa, with the oh shit look in your face, and that's where the camera fades to black.
Oh, yay.
And that's a good
Literally
place
a
to wrap it
cliffhanger.
there. And she's going, hold on up there on the breathing tube. And she's just saying, I think he opened a window.
Actually just muted screaming.
But thankfully, your pack will protect you, and I'm assuming you'll immediately be deploying it, so you're falling slower than hitting.
No.
Oh, do you want to
Wait. Can I use my advantage to grab the rope?
His rope?
It
Of the
would
plane that's
seriously,
going
rope
away?
Well, no, there's
It would be
harpoon.
3 advantages for the free maneuver to grab that.
Oh,
So you would need more
I would
advantages.
have needed more advantages, okay.
Yeah.
Can he spend?
Or you can use that one advantage
can
for
I use-
blue dice.
No, there was
on a
no advantage.
Oh.
I thought it had
No.
that advantage.
Oh. So when we get back next time, you can try 1 coordination roll to grab that rope, because that's sure that rope is flapping.
You still might get that plane.
Yeah.
So I don't have an advantage?
You don't, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Hey,
Wait,
this is the way narrative dice work. It's the magic of the storytelling of the dice. But that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I get credit for 1 plane, 1 man on the side of my gun. Who knew you can take out a plane with both a umbrella and a rotary pistol? And that's the place to wrap it up there.
I'm thinking that's how my magic works.
Just coincidental, like good luck, bad luck kind of thing. And on the plus side, we now know the Wi-Fi here will work.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun,
Except for there at the
dun,
beginning,
dun, dun.
the screen kept up the whole time just fine.